Today we're going to read a book about a community helper. A community helper is somebody who does a job that helps people in our community, in our lives. So today's community helper is a pilot. I know that this is reading for information because it's going to tell me things. It's not a story. It's going to give me information. And one of the clues is that I see photographs. When I read for information, I look for the main topic. That's what the story is mainly about. And then the key details. They tell more about the main topic. I Want to Be a Pilot by Dan Lieberman. Some pilots fly small planes. This float plane ties up to a dock, just like a boat does. Other pilots fly jumbo planes that take people to faraway places. Large airplanes have many dials and gadgets in front of the pilots. One dial shows how fast the plane is flying. Two pilots guide their plane down for a landing. Pilots sit in a cabin called the cockpit. Fighter planes like this one fly high above the clouds. Only very experienced pilots get to fly them. When planes fly this high, there is not enough air to breathe. That is why the pilot wears a mask with a hose. The hose is connected to an air tank. The best pilots are sometimes picked to fly at air shows. A group of planes is called a squadron. Air shows are thrilling to watch. Pilots carry equipment as well as people. The pilot of this helicopter is trained to put out forest fires. Some helicopters are big enough to carry people long distances. This helicopter can land on water. There are always new safety rules for pilots to learn. Fighter planes are used in the Air Force. They have only a small cabin. A pilot must lower himself or herself carefully down. Every airport has a control tower. The people who work in the tower tell pilots when it is safe to take off and land. The navigator is part of the air crew. Navigators check the position of the plane in the sky. It only seems like this pilot is in the sky. He's really on the ground, training to fly at night. This pilot is carefully checking his plane before takeoff to make sure it is safe. Some pilots feel like they are part of the plane. Can you see why? It takes a lot of training to be a pilot, but the hard work pays off. For a pilot, every new flight is a new adventure. So what's the main topic of this text? Becoming a pilot. What pilots do. They're important community workers. Okay, the key details tell more about a pilot. So I'm going to find 3 key details. Here's one that says, pilots fly high in the sky. That tells more about the pilot. Sometimes pilots fly at air shows. That tells more about being a pilot. Pilots have to learn safety rules. That tells more about being a pilot. Can you think of more things about being a pilot? Is a pilot a community worker you would like to be when you grow up?